Hey everybody, Hunk Papa Chef here with you. Today we're going to make a really delicious dish. It's called Easy Homemade Beef Enchiladas. Let's go. To start off with, this dish we're going to need about a pound of ground beef. You can use ground turkey if you like, and about a half a cup of chopped onion. We're going to use about a half a cup of black olives. We're going to slice them. And 2 cups of cheddar cheese grated, 1 can of enchilada sauce, and 1 can of tomato sauce. We will also use a package of corn tortillas and some sour cream and chopped green onion for garnish. So first thing we're going to do is get our onions chopped. Next we're going to slice up our olives. You can kind of give them a coarse chop, they don't have to be perfect. You do want to keep a few of them whole for the garnish at the end. Next up, time to grate our cheese. Okay, in a large pot, we want to add some heat, and we're going to add our enchilada sauce and combine it with the tomato sauce. And we're just going to stir this around. And we don't want this to boil, but we want it to get to a nice simmer so it's really hot. This is going to soften up our tortillas before we roll them up. While the enchilada sauce is simmering on another burner here, we're going to add some heat and we're going to brown our ground beef. Okay, our hamburger is browning nicely. If it does yield a lot of liquid, you definitely want to drain it. Okay, our hamburger is browned and it's got a lot of liquid, so we're going to just go ahead and pour it in a colander, and then we're going to add it back to the pan along with our chopped onion. And we're just going to fry this up so the onion's brown just a little. And our enchilada sauce is simmering nicely, nice and hot. At this point, we want to go ahead and preheat our oven to 350. Okay, in a big bowl, we're going to add our browned ground beef with onion, our chopped olives, and our cheese. Almost all of it, not quite. We want to save some for the top of our enchilada dish. So we're going to go ahead and combine this. This is going to be our enchilada mixture filling. Okay guys, for our workstation, we want to take a tortilla and we want to very carefully put it in to the enchilada sauce, which is really hot, but we don't want to let go. You could use tongs if you want and submerge it all the way, but I prefer to use my hand. And you want to leave it in there for about 20 to 30 seconds, and that softens it right up. Then we're going to pull this guy out, careful not to rip it, and then we're going to take some enchilada filling, and then we're going to just roll this guy up very carefully, and then place it seam side down in our enchilada dish. Let's do another one. Again, this has to submerge for about 20 to 30 seconds to really soften it up. And again, we're going to spoon some enchilada mixture right on there. And again, just roll it up, going away from you. And place it in our enchilada dish. Okay, what you should have is something that looks like this. If some of the tortillas break, that's okay. It's going to come out just fine. And if you have any leftover meat, what we want to do is just kind of spoon it on top. And same goes with some of the sauce. You might have a lot left over, that's okay. Just put a little bit on top, pour it along. That's good, right about there. Okay, our oven's preheated. We got this guy covered in foil. We're going to pop it in there. Now, I didn't add the cheese to the top. That's okay, we're going to do that later. Right now, we want to cook it for about 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, this guy's been cooking for about 30 minutes. And it's looking good. Yummy, yummy. We're going to sprinkle some of the rest of our cheese, rather, on top. Just kind of put it evenly across. And then we're going to pop it back in the oven uncovered for about 5 minutes so the cheese melts. Alright, this baby's looking good. It's all done. What we're going to do is scoop out, kind of cut around a portion that we want. All right, we've plated a couple of these guys up, and what we're going to do now is garnish it with a little bit of sour cream, a couple of black olives, and some chopped green onion for garnish. Yummy. And there you have it, folks, a delicious homemade beef enchilada recipe. Time to dig in and enjoy.